Hello, everyone. Hello. This is April Showers. Let's see if everything's going to go well with the beginning. How's everybody doing this Fireball Friday night?
What's so fun? What's so funny, TSM?
Yeah, tune in with April Showers on YouTube. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that, share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that, share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that, share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. Talk about it, be about it. Tune in with April Showers. Hit that like, that, share, subscribe. Then let's make Miss April ours. You know that she in the better, that she in the better thing. She do a little bit of everything. You know that she in the better, that she in the better thing. She do a little bit of everything.
Hello, everyone. I already have a guest. Please have your camera ready. Hey, Miss Together. Hold on. What's up? What's up? What's up, my sister? How
Been
you been?
busy. Been
Yeah,
busy.
I've been busy, I know. You getting everything ready for the giveaway? Okay, let me go through some comments. Girl, this has been reading. Hey, Miss T with the T. Hey, my brother, Big Tim. Hey, Rudy. My girl, together we break chains. Well, as everyone know, it's getting ready to get cold. The seasons, they have changed from summer to fall. And we have a homeless problem in all of this United Snakes of America. So while they were so busy worrying about Donald Trump and trying to distract us with him, well, look what that distraction was all about. They were distracting you people with Trump because now we have a migrant crisis here in Chicago, Illinois, and the Chicago mayor and Illinois Governor Pritzker are highly upset. I'm going to let you listen to audio.
I decided to buy my
Oh, hold on.
72-hour kit for more reasons than one. One is because I live in Hawaii, so I am a...
Tensions are rising between top Democrats in Illinois and the Biden administration over the state's migrant crisis. Illinois Democratic Governor J.B. Pritzker wrote a letter to President Biden criticizing the federal government's response to the migrant crisis, saying this is an untenable situation that has been exacerbated by lack of federal action. Pritzker says his state has received more than 15,000 migrants seeking asylum, mostly in the Chicago area, since August of 2022. The city of Chicago is housing thousands of migrants at 23 shelters, police stations, and parks, along with Midway and O'Hare International airports, where migrants are sleeping on the floor and sharing public restrooms. And now officials with the city of Chicago say they're running out of room and resources to house and feed the migrants. Pritzker is demanding a coordinated response by the Biden administration at the U.S. southern border, writing, the federal government must stop abdicating responsibility when CBP releases migrants into the interior of the country. He's calling on the White House to take swift action by first designating one contact in the White House who can lead the oversight of our nation's efforts at the border. Second, waiving fees for temporary protected status applications. Third, coordinating logistics for migrants resettling in America. Fourth, providing financial support to states and local governments. Fifth, accelerating the timeline for employment authorization. And finally, by approving Illinois' requests for Medicaid waivers and housing vouchers. According to White House officials, Chicago's Mayor Brandon Johnson, along with Governor Pritzker, spoke with top aides to President Biden over the weekend. They were pleading for federal help. Last week, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security announced more than $12 million in grants through FEMA to help support communities providing services to migrants. However, the money is not enough to help cities overwhelmed with tens of thousands of migrants. The White House also offered temporary protected status to Venezuelan migrants who arrived in the U.S. by July 31st of this year. The news welcomed by New York Democratic Governor Kathy Hochul, who says the country is dealing with a migrant crisis simultaneously with a workforce crisis.
For months I've been saying the key to solving the asylum seeker crisis, and it's a crisis because of the volume of people, the key is so simple, it's so crystal clear. They came to work, so let's put them to work.
Hochul's office announced Monday nearly 400 employers are willing to hire migrants with legal work status for 18,000 open jobs across New York State. Now, whether Hochul's solution works is yet to be seen. Meanwhile, Chicago city officials inked a $29 million deal with a private contractor to build military-grade tent cities to house migrants, but it's unclear where those will be built or if they'll be completed before winter. Thanks for watching. Straight Arrow News is on a mission to bring
Well.
fact-based reporting.
What a doggone shame. Did you hear Miss Together?
Yep.
Hey, Miss Patty.
Not only in Chicago, but they're dealing with
This
it in
is all
New York,
over. This is all
California.
over.
Yes, and you know what, Miss April? A lot of people are blinded to what people are trying to tell them, and even the Latino people that have been here, they're saying, and it's out here in California, they're really protesting out here. They're saying, you know what? It's not they're seeking asylum. There's no way they're seeking asylum because a lot of them saying they're reaching back home and talking to their family and friends that are in these countries, and their family and friends that are in these countries are saying no. They know that the government said that they will get free stuff, and they're giving these migrants, each person is getting close to $7,000 per month. Do you know exactly what that could do to help an American citizen?
Well, I just dropped a link in case anybody wants to join the panel.
Right.
First of all, the United States of America, we already have a homeless problem. Now, I get it. Okay, we're the country, we're going to help everybody. But I'm going to stick to what I'm saying. We have to take care of our people here before we take care of anybody else. They are getting homeless tents built that will have heat, winterized tents, and that can be pretty expensive. If you live near Chicago, by Chicago, any cold place, you know these winters can be harsh. Girl, when I tell you we call the Windy City, and we are called the Windy City for a reason. They need to say, stop it right now. No more people can come over here. That's it. That's all. Build that wall Trump was talking about or do something. But this is too much. Now, that's what's happening in Chicago. Now, let me let y'all hear what they have done in my city. Hey, Amber. Hey, Black Girl Beauty. Patty, hold on. Okay, everybody. Those two beautiful items that are showing on the screen will be part of the giveaway. So, as everybody knows, I live in Joliet, Illinois, and we have a big problem right now in Joliet, Illinois. I will let you listen to the audio of what's going on in my city, in the wonderful state of Crooked, Illinois.
Begin tonight with the migrant crisis in Chicago and the debate over how to handle the influx of people now spreading to more suburban areas. Joliet Township is one of several communities set to receive millions of dollars in grant money to help. But local leaders say they didn't even know about it. NBC5's V. Wynn has the story.
A state grant awarded to Joliet Township to provide services for migrants is raising concerns from elected leaders in Joliet.
The decision makers in the city did not have knowledge of the grant request made by the Joliet Township with community partners and organizations.
Mayor Terry Darcy at a council meeting last night told the public his office and the Joliet Fire Department did not sign or approve any memorandum with the township as submitted to the state.
If the township accepts this grant and individuals arrive in our city, it will be a tremendous strain and overtaxing our existing infrastructure, impacting our Joliet school system, social services, public and private health resources, and public safety.
Governor J.B. Pritzker's office announced last Friday Joliet Township was one of 6 municipalities awarded $8.6 million to help asylum seekers. Elgin and Oak Park officials told NBC5 they plan to distribute the money to community groups and partners.
If we're putting $8.6 million into Joliet, it needs to be spent on the people in this room.
I would just like to ask to open up your hearts and your minds It's a time of change.
First, we have to care about ourselves, and then after we take care of ourselves, we can take care of others.
So how is the money going to be used in the township? The executive director of the Spanish Community Center told me off camera her nonprofit is listed on the grant. The money will help with wraparound services, and there are no plans to house migrants at the center on Eastern Avenue, but still no word from Township Supervisor Angel Contreras. We have been trying to get a hold of the Township Supervisor since last Friday when the governor's office made the announcement about the grants. We tried calling, emailing, and even showing up in person here at his office, but still no response. Meanwhile, residents who had questions about the grant say they plan to attend the township board meeting next Tuesday. In Joliet, V1 NBC5 News.
Thanks to V.
So Tuesday, they are going to be at the township when they have this meeting for migrants. The township knew, but the city officials did not know. Joliet does not want the migrants. Hey, HCF Paranormal and Matthew. Okay, hold on. We have another guest. Oh, what happened? Okay, if we had another guest that was trying to come up, I had the phone on my tablet so you guys would hear. So whoever that was trying to come in, if you can please come back. Okay, so and if anybody wants to come up, that's the link. Again, I'm going to say this. I have a beautiful heart. I love everybody. I don't discriminate due to race, religion, color, or creed. I believe the United States of America we should be taking care of our people first. I do understand that there's some asylum deals that have been made, but enough is enough. And the money that they're spending on these migrants is like 8.75 million in Joliet, where I live, and then in Chicago, which already has a tent city. Like, this is crazy. And then, if anybody can remember when Fidel Castro sent the Cubans over here, and remember they showed them all on TV, man, they were swimming, jumping off boats, everything. He sent the worst of the worst over here. I'm going to give Miss Together We Break the Chains. I'm going to give her the floor. I'm going to mute my mic. Go ahead.
Everyone, it's really out of control. And like Miss April said, and I know Miss April, she has a very beautiful heart. So when you hear her saying that we need to take care of first, she's not saying that she doesn't care about people, but there's an order in which, you must follow in order to come here or to any other country. And so the resources that are needed, like there's a 95-year-old man, you guys, I forgot what state it is. Do you know that they kicked that 95-year-old veteran out of his convalescent home to house the migrants? And he's been on the news, and you can actually find it by Googling it. And this is where it becomes disrespectful. You're putting senior citizens out of places that have been their home, their rest havens.
Oh, wow. What happened, Miss Together? Hello, cruising is fun anytime. Now, the story that Miss Together was talking about, I just Googled it. And so we're getting ready to hear this while she takes care of her technical problems. Hold on. Just waiting for it to load up. Okay, everybody.
Your thoughts?
Okay. Oh, darn it. Hold on.
Go ahead. So, Frank, I think they want to hear from you about your thoughts.
Okay. First, go ahead.
Oh, I guess they want to get this microphone.
First, I'd like to thank you for having me here. Great pleasure to meet all these people as interested as I am in what's going on. Now, the thing I'm annoyed about is how they did it. It was very disgraceful what they did to the people in Island Shores. They gave us time to get out, but they never said when, and they never said they were going to get us out. And then one day, there's a thing on the board, a notice on the board, you gotta be out by March 15th. I think that gave us like a month and a half to find out where we're gonna go. I thought my suitcases were gonna be on the curb because I'm not that fast. If it wasn't for my daughter, they would have been on the curb. But that's what it happened, and that was it. I said, no, you're not moving me. And they said, yes, we are. And everything was done behind closed doors. And we didn't have a chance to actually make any attempt to stop them because there wasn't enough time. I thank Richie over there for looking after me. He did a terrific job.
That's all good.
Between him, my daughter, and my grandkids, I survived.
Well, I'll say this. Frank is very fortunate to have a loving family and a support system. He's fortunate to have his daughter Barbara, his grandson Michael have been willing to help, but not every senior has that. And we know that there are seniors that were in that facility that did not have that support system, and that's why we demand to know what happened to them. But it also brings up a point that they were forced to leave on a certain day in March. Yet, when the elected officials inquired, they were told they don't want to sell in this market. What was the rush then? That's the question we need the media to ask Homes for the Homeless. If you didn't sell the property and you still weren't interested in selling the property, then what was the rush to get these senior citizens out? They deserve to know. They deserve to have answers. And if this is a nonprofit organization that wants to keep its nonprofit status, they better have the answers to those questions. I thank you all for coming, and I'm sure you have questions, not for me, for our friend Frank here.
So what they did is they kicked out a 95-year-old man out of a nursing home to make way for migrant housing. Hold on, I have a guess. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I played the recording where
Yeah.
the 95-year-old veteran kicked out of nursing home to make way for migrant housing. So see, so what's happening now? Hey, DJ Chuck. So see, this is what's happening now, and this is what's going to happen in my little city of Joliet, Illinois. $0.75 million. You're going to find landlords kicking out people, not renting to people. They're trying to bring the migrants in because they know they're getting ready to get top dollar. They'll be able to charge anything they want to charge, and they will get paid. So we're going to see this in Joliet too, and this is going to be interesting. And I'm going to keep you guys in touch on what's going to happen in Joliet, Illinois as it happens. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be at the meeting Tuesday, but I will try to keep you informed because I'm going to keep myself informed because this is getting ready to be just really like Frank the veteran, the 95-year-old veteran said, very disgraceful to kick American people out of their homes, out of apartments, to make way for migrants because you can get top dollar for housing. I'm going to mute my mic and let you talk, Miss Together.
Thank you. Yeah, it's getting really bad. We're finding that the migrants are fighting with policemen. They're not respecting the authority of this land. They're committing crimes, and these are some of the things. Even though people don't like Donald Trump, and I respect everybody, and I'm not going to argue because you have every right to dislike and like anybody that you want. But Donald Trump stated that these things were going to take place, and they're literally taking place. And now they found out at the California border, the Border Patrol were, fondling with children, and also they were also trafficking the children as well. So they caught some of the Border Patrol who was probably working with the coyotes. And I think that this is really disheartening because like I said, a lot of the Latino people that are mad, they're actually angry because they feel like they're cutting the line ahead of them and they're being serviced ahead of them. They came here the right way. Why do they get chance to like jump in front of everybody else? And Los Angeles, when you would drive, you can look at the freeway overpass and you see tents put up where people are literally homeless, sleeping out in tents. Um, I don't know if Miss April can pull it up, but she started working on it. I'm just going to hold off. But there's an interview with an employee that worked at one of the top hotels in New York, and I got a chance to get the full interview, and he was stating that they were housing the migrants and they were giving them 3 meals per day, and that the parents had teenagers and would leave the teenagers alone. And as he and his staff were, walking through, making sure that everything is okay, the teenagers would be in the staircase having intercourse. And there was nobody to supervise them. The parents would be gone for days and days. They found actual guns and like marijuana, liquor, and all those things that we will be arrested for. They're not being arrested. They're not being punished for the behaviors that they're doing, So I don't know what the problem is. And now there's word, I'm not sure if it's true, but allegedly Biden has now decided to try to build the wall. But when the wall was being built, a lot of the materials that were left behind, he actually got rid of those materials that could have completed a great portion of the wall. And when he didn't want to, when people didn't want to fund Donald Trump the money to build the wall, a lot of private residents actually donated money to get that wall built. Squad up. What's up, Renrock? So you guys, if you're not dealing with it right now, and you're like, why are you guys crying? What's the big deal? Now, I'm going to tell you something. When it comes to a city close to you, or when it comes to your city, when it comes to your neighborhood, when it comes to your community, and you start seeing the injustices You start seeing all the stuff that's going on that we in California, we are fighting tooth and nail to stop this crazy Governor Newsom. This man is a mad hatter. When I say that he must have, and I don't know his history, he seems like a person that have delusions left and right, and he's acting on every last one of them. So people
Come
are
up,
saying, well,
Amber. Keep
huh?
going. No, keep going.
So they're trying to say, well, that's what you get. Really, it's not what we get, because I would never vote ever for anybody to come here and take away from any American citizen. Whether I like you or not,
I think her audio went back out again. You know, it's unfortunate that we have such a homeless problem. And this what gets me upset. We have a homeless problem. We have people that have not even recovered from COVID-19 that has lost everything. And we don't want to help these people. Oh my goodness. Um, like I said, it has come to my city of Joliet. They're already arguing now because Joliet Township received, excuse me, y'all, I had to belch, $8.75 million, but the city didn't know. So I know that that meeting is going to be off the wall because I was just thinking, like, I don't even know where they can house these people at. And then I did think, well, they could take them out to the old racetrack and put them out there on that land. We did have a NASCAR race track here, but they have left Joliet. So they can probably put a lot of them out there. But anytime, hold on, let me see what they're saying in the private chat. Hold on. Oh, she says she don't know what is wrong. Her mic keeps going out. Let me drop the link if anybody else wants to come up. Um, but I live in Joliet, Illinois, and I'm just like, where are they gonna put these people at? So the only thing I can think of would be the racetrack. But you're gonna have landlords that are getting ready to kick out people off their properties, people that are renting apartments and homes. The landlords are going to kick these people out because they're going to pay an enormous amount of money to these property owners, homeowners, anybody that's going to house them. We had the mayor of Chicago was asking people, the residents of Chicago, Illinois, could they house some of these people? And they tell me that they are willing to pay up to $3,000 a month to let these people live in your home. Miss Together, you back?
I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
It keeps
Hey,
going
Cooks
in and
with
out.
Love, Tracy. Tracy, loving me, Tracy Anders. But like I said, hey, Charlene, Cooks with Love, Patty, Black Girl Beauty, everybody, Squad Up, Rick Rock, DJ Chuck, let's jam. But can you see exactly what they are doing to the citizens of the United States of America. We
Yeah.
got a 95-year-old veteran being kicked out of a nursing home because the guy that owns the nursing home, hey, they gonna shut the nursing home down and bring the migrants in. This is crazy. Hold on, we have another person. Um, hey DJ Chuck, how are you doing?
Fine, and you? How you doing, April?
I'm doing fine. You up there in Chicago, and I know they've been battling out up there in Chicago. Chicago, they've been going to the city council meetings because they have put the migrants right in the middle of the hoods of Chicago. These people are looking at migrants who are getting brand new clothes. They're eating 3 meals a day. And some of them are living better than the people that live in the hood.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Chuck, since you came on, I'm going to mute my mic and give you the floor, and you can give us your take on this situation. Cooks with love. What's up?
Miss April, take that picture down.
Okay, Mountain of
Thank you.
Inspiration.
Go
I'm
ahead,
trying to
DJ.
make
She
sure
gave you
I
the floor.
don't. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Hello, together.
Is he frozen?
He's talking. Go ahead.
I can't hear him.
We heard him.
I said hello, together. We break the chain. Hello, April. Hello,
Hi.
everyone in the chat room.
Okay, turn your TV down just a tad bit.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yep.
So here in Chicago, they have a lot of migrants that actually sleeping outside the Chicago police station. I'm not sure how many people in the chat room are actually from Chicago, but they have migrants along with homeless people sleeping at one of the police stations. And like April said, they also get fed 3 times a day. So my question to everybody and even the people that's on the panel, why is it that the governor of Illinois is asking Biden for more money to help the migrant when he hasn't even helped the homeless people here in Chicago?
DJ Chuck, I think we all want to know the answer to that. Like, you guys you're not even allocating this amount of money to Chicago, to Joliet, to any big cities, any other cities, New York, that have a high homeless problem. But once the migrants come here, now you're asking, Joliet just got 8.75 million. I think Chicago received 12 million.
So they broke that money in half?
Hey, Panama City, I think so Illinois is a sanctuary state.
Okay.
But
what about I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm like you. They don't ask for this much money. They didn't call Biden for help with the homeless problem in the 10 cities. But now that all of these migrants have come, now, oh, we need this, we need that. Chuck,
Are you there, Miss April?
Yeah, we can hear you. They are actually getting winterized tents with heat in them. Can you imagine the cost of that?
Yeah.
And people have been here homeless in Chicago for years, but you're rolling out the red carpet for migrants. And please, I don't want anybody to get this wrong. I have nothing against them. Nothing. But we gotta take care of home first. And the money. I mean, it's like we're sending money to Ukraine. Now we're giving money for the migrants. Well, what about the doggone American people? Well, groceries have went up. I only get $23 a month in food stamps, and you feeding some people that have not paid no taxes or nothing. They eating good. They eating 3 meals a day. Yes, I'm pissed.
Yeah, I understand your frustration, April. My question together, is there any type of solutions that they're trying to come up with in the state of California?
Something is happening with her. I don't know what she's on. I
Do
can't
you
even
know,
lie.
April?
Pardon me?
Do you know if the state of California are trying to come up with any solutions for the homeless or the migrants that's trying to cross the border over there?
They're like everybody else. They don't have no solution. They got to find somewhere to house these people.
Right.
They actually have people, migrants, sleeping at the police stations. Like, are you serious? Yes, yes.
There,
I have a friend that saw it.
there's a question in
Hello,
the chat.
Panama City. Hmm?
There, there's a question in the chat room. Amber wants to know if Illinois a sanctuary state. I don't know.
Hold on. Let me Google it. Hold on.
Texas is not a sanctuary state.
She wants to know
No,
if
we're looking
Illinois
at
a
it's
sanctuary state.
Illinois. We're talking about Illinois. I'm Googling it right now.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my devices here, but
Okay, maybe you need to take it off.
I did everything. I turned the computer off and everything and turned it back on. And I was talking. I could see the microphone thing moving around my picture. You guys didn't hear nothing I was saying.
Maybe you got to unmute it.
No, it wasn't muted.
Maybe you
Yeah,
have to unmute it.
Illinois, Chicago is a self-proclaimed sanctuary city. Dates back to 1985 when Mayor Harold Washington issued an executive order prohibiting city employees from enforcing federal immigration laws.
Oh,
And
wow.
that comes from the Illinois General Assembly governor on their website.
So that's one of the reasons.
Amber, it is a sanctuary state. Hey,
So
Can you hear me,
Letitia.
Miss April?
Is
I
that one
can
of
hear
the
you
reasons
now.
why they,
Whenever you guys don't hear me, let me know. No, our governor is not doing anything to stop the migrants. He's welcoming it.
so April, is that one of the reasons why they're able to come over here?
Yeah.
Well, hey, East Dad, Letitia, check this out. I mean, hey, if I can go somewhere and people getting ready to take care of me for free, I would be trying to come over here too.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yep, Letitia, you said it. Thanks to Biden sexuals. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Like, enough is enough. Stop it already now. No more people should be allowed over here in Port New York. I mean, we have no room for these people.
They all need to go back, period.
But how do they stop that?
Easy. Everybody that is getting government assistance that came here needs to go back. Donald Trump did it. It wasn't hard to do.
True. I mean, but you're gonna. All right. So.
Girl, this folks ain't getting ready to go back. Why would I go back somewhere and I can live over here?
No.
And I'm
Get
eating good.
deported. If you get deported, you have no choice.
I'm not in disagreement. My question is, okay, you guys know how they have what's the name of it? They're like patrol officers. They patrol the border, right?
Who
So
controls the border? The coyotes?
no. I'm not.
They had the border patrols that
No, I'm not talking about the animals. I'm talking about the people, the guys, the ladies and gentlemen that control the border, like the Mexico border, right? So
yes.
my question is, I know they have to do a job, right? So you think they need to go back, but that's that's harder. It's easier said than done.
Exactly.
No, it's not. It's been done many times before.
So,
But listen,
Oh, the only people that they sent back was the people from Haiti. Oh, they didn't want them Haitian people over here.
So let me ask you this again, right? So if I'm an officer at the border, right, and you were 6 to 7 months pregnant, right? You 6 months pregnant with a child, but you already have 2 kids already. Am I to get supposed to tell you to go back?
you need to go back because your kids are not from here, nor did you get pregnant from here. And let me say this to you. Let me say this to you. It has been said because see, when something happens in California, it goes down the pipeline real fast. The border patrol was instructed by Biden, do not touch them, let them come through. And you see videos from California, and Miss April can look it up. They can't do anything to them because the government said do not touch them, do not stop them. So the border patrol is like, well, you can go anywhere you want. Oh, the guy said I could go to Chicago. He said, if you want to go to Chicago, go ahead. He was like, but we were instructed not to touch you. So Biden tied the border people hands. They can't touch them until he sends an executive order to tell them stop them. He made them not touch him.
So what you guys said that there's an executive order for them not to touch them, right? Right? So why is it that they all surprised the Biden administration? Why they all surprised when these people are coming over here by busload? When it has already been an executive order not to touch them.
Okay, but listen, nobody knew that he did it. Nobody knew that he did it until Elon Musk and a few other people went down to the border themselves, and a bunch of mayors got together and had a meeting down at the border, and the border patrol told them exactly what Biden said. And then when they found out, they confronted Biden when he was trying to keep it quiet, and it ended up being exposed that that's what he told them: do not touch the people.
Which
Now,
they
neither
already
one
knew.
of them have been to the border to check out anything. Neither one
Which
of
they
them.
are. I mean, you are absolutely correct, but my thing is they already knew that Biden had put this executive order out for them not to
People
be
did
touched.
not know that. The people didn't know. The border patrol knew it, is what I'm saying.
That's exactly what I'm saying. They knew, not the people, but
Right,
the
but
people who work at.
the good thing that happened was Elon Musk and them decided to go down to the border and say, why is there so many people coming through? Why are they just walking through like nothing? Because when he was there, they were just walking and the border patrol wasn't even touching them. And so Elon Musk is like, what the hell's going on? Why are you not stopping these people? And he said that's when the guy disclosed to him that they said don't touch. But the people, the border patrol couldn't spread the word fast enough. The person that got the word out the fastest was Elon Musk.
Okay.
That's when it became known nationwide that he said don't touch him.
So you would want them to go back?
I want all of them going back. Every last one of them. Because let me tell you something. People don't pay attention to nothing. They listen to everything that the government says. Now, let me tell you something. There's a guy that studied the amendments. He studied every last one of them. And then there's a guy named Wong Pak or Wong Cook or something like that in the 1800s. And his mother was Japanese or something like that. They came over here on a work visa. And this law stands today, you guys, under the 14th Amendment. You can look him up, and I'll probably give it to Miss April to put down in her description. He was born here in America.
You can put it in there.
He was born here in America. And the government fought tooth and nail.
Hello?
Okay,
Huh?
Okay, there you go.
The only way that your child could be considered an American citizen if you were pregnant is if you had a welcoming visitation visa or the government welcomed you with open arms. If you came here illegally, your child is not an American citizen because you did not have permission under the 14th Amendment to give birth and to have a child here. So all those babies that are here, born to illegal immigrants, they are not American citizens under the 14th Amendment. Look it up yourself.
Okay, all right. So I need you to read the comments starting off from Letitia. Okay. And we have another guest. And who is our new guest? Hey, Mr. Robert Keller, what's up? What's up?
How y'all doing, everybody?
Hey, Robert. How you doing, Mr. Keller?
All right.
So you want me to read the one where she said, don't worry, when the people new Massa Pence get into office, he'll send all the immigrants back.
Yeah, and Amber Angels go all the way down. Hold on, Keller. She going to read all of the comments. See the one I have highlighted up there? Start from there and go down.
I can't see what's highlighted. Oh, okay.
Anybody there?
I think the universe.
Yeah, we here. Yeah, we got people in the chat.
I think the universe that Texas isn't a sanctuary city. Then she goes back and said Abbott is sending them all y'all sanctuary states way, and I'm all right with it. No, don't be all right with it. And then Amber says the sanctuary states are being used as examples as to what all the states could become if they become sanctuary states too. And Letitia goes on to say, not from what Abbott law says, Texas sending them all y'all way. True, that's what they're doing. Okay, the next comment is Abbott is doubling up the efforts at the border. Okay, that's right, Letitia, Amber says. And then Robert Keller says, that's why it's important to attend town hall meetings. And if the elected officials are not listening to the people that voted them in, then we must vote them out. Texas sending them to the sanctuary states. That's what Amber said.
Okay.
Letitia goes back and say, Black girl says, Letitia, that's the only thing I agree with about Abbott.
Oh, shoot. Okay, there we go.
And Amber says, right, Robert.
Okay. And it had to be this way. Everybody waking up now. They're calling it Biden occupation. Don't worry, when the people knew Master Pence get into office, He'll send all the immigrants back home, and then this will be a yo-yo come up user to see a huge change.
So
Yeah.
I think what the problem I think the problem is people think that you can just send them back, and you can't do that. We have asylum laws, and when everybody, if anybody is seeking asylum, one of the things that you cannot do is send them back where they came from. So people need to get educated as far as the asylum laws, um, because we can. That's the last thing we can do is send them back to harm.
Okay, Robert.
They are seeking asylum,
Robert.
and I think the issue, or I think the issue is going to get worse and worse. At first, we were getting people from, and this is not no Trump or Biden thing. This has been going on before you were even born. The problem is, it's getting
Hello?
worse and worse. Before, the people were just coming from Mexico. Now you have more people from Central America coming, which causes a surge of people coming here. And from the route from Central America to here, you have the border. Now you have all these people at the border, and you can't. I mean, you can't just leave them there and let them die and drown in the river if you're an inhumane person. But the problem is at the border because you have all these people at the border trying to get here. Thousands and like look at the pictures. Thousands and thousands of people are dying at the border. So is that the answer? Is continue to let these people die at the border? Because you can't send them back. As I mean, you can say send them back. That ain't gonna happen. You can't do it.
Okay, check this out. Now, some people are saying Trump sent them back.
He sure did.
This issue wasn't. This issue wasn't. This issue wasn't a problem when Trump was in office. It's urged now. It's
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, can I say something to you? I want to say this to you because my mom lives by the border and she has friends that work for Border Patrol. Let me tell you something. They are lying. They are not seeking asylum because I'm going to tell you why. And I say this, the reason why I say that the government can send their butts back is because as soon as they come here, they get housing, they start getting all these things that they get. They start visiting the same place that they say that they were seeking asylum. And my mom friend said, she's been working there for many years. And she said, you know what? She got a little notebook. And she said, the same people that kept saying that they were seeking asylum, I see them every 3 months taking stuff back across the border to the place that they say they're afraid to be at. That's bull crap.
Okay, so let's put it in perspective. You let me know if this is not seeking asylum. They have traveled thousands and thousands of miles from where they came from. Listen to me. They have traveled thousands and thousands of miles of where they came from, risking their life.
For free
traveling
stuff.
across this. Hold on. Hold on. Listen to me.
I'm not going to agree with you. I
okay, you don't have to.
disagree.
That's fine. Traveling across the desert. This is not an easy task to travel from where they came from. And you mean to tell me they did that just because they
free stuff?
They claim that they are seeking asylum.
They're not.
We do have some people. We do have people that come here. We do have people who come here illegally to smuggle drugs in, and they may not be seeking asylum. Or we have people who come here illegally just to be with their family. You know, it's all type of. But you can't. It's not everybody don't fit in that category. You may have some that do, like you said. I mean, may be some of those.
No,
but all I'm saying, everybody. We have thousands and thousands of these people coming, and everybody don't fit in one box.
Okay,
but
now,
maybe fit in multiple boxes.
Let us on this panel and everybody in this chat, let us take our behinds and go to their country and say we seeking asylum. They will throw our ass cans out of there and tell us it's not our problem. So we can just take anybody that claims I'm seeking asylum, but we can't just go anywhere. I don't agree. So in that case, wherever your state is, why don't they just push them all to your state and you can see what we're talking about?
We see it. I see. I'm in Chicago. I see it all day, every day.
You just can't send people back. He's telling the truth.
No, I'll send them back. I don't care.
Okay,
If I was the president and I saw you telling me, it's just like people in America. Like we say, you know what? We moved from, let's say,
If you look up asylum
Maine.
laws, you cannot send them back where they just came from. You can't send them back to danger. That's not asylum law.
Just look it up. They can't go back.
But they
look it up. Don't trust me. Don't trust me.
Every month.
Look at the asylum law where they are.
I think you guys are missing my point. I think you're missing my point. If we can't send them back, then we need to track them. If you are afraid, let's say all of us got into some trouble and we moved away from the state Maine because we were afraid. And if we were afraid for our lives and we can never go back there, why would we risk our lives to come all the way across the the West Coast, get established, and then every couple of months, we take our asses back to the very place.
You can't go back. If you go back to the same place, that's the stipulation. If they were to go back and found out about it, they would lose their.
I'm trying to tell you. That would be the stipulation.
That's what he just said about 5 times. We can't send them back.
If they were to go back,
you're missing what he's saying. He's saying that based on what I'm saying, if they are being caught every 2 to 3 months going back to their country, the place that they say that they're seeking asylum from, he said then that would be grounds and that could be an idea to send them back. I get what he's saying. So they need to start tracking these folks.
Together. There are laws. What he's trying to explain to you that there are laws that say that you cannot send them back.
DJ Chuck, he just explained that. He said,
so why are you getting
caught,
go ahead.
He said if they are getting caught going back to their country, listen to what I'm saying. He said, based on what I said, if you tell me that you're afraid and people are in your country that's going to harm you, and then we see that you got IDs from whatever state you're in, and you're constantly going back and forth to your country, you cannot be seeking asylum. You cannot be afraid.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. Not telling the truth. Why do you keep going back?
I ain't talking about those people. I'm talking about the people who don't want to go back.
The Border Patrol. We don't know what kind of money and
the ones that's doing all the lying.
Okay, I'm not talking about those people. We're talking about two different people. I'm talking about the people who left and don't want to go back and ain't trying to go back. Those are the people I'm talking about. Now, the people who keep going back, then they risk losing their citizenship or whatever they have.
Black girl beauty. It is insulting to think that they're all seeking asylum.
Okay, I just explained that it's multiple boxes. I just said it's multiple boxes, but you can't put everybody in the same box. That's all. That's what you're trying to do. I'm not putting everybody in the same box. I'm saying there may be some people like that, but not all of them. That's all I'm saying. You saying all of them is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you saying everybody like that.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's
fair? Hold on, answer my question first. Are you saying everybody like that?
I'm saying a great majority of them.
Okay, is that everybody? Is that everybody? Yes or no?
That's a great majority.
Is that everybody?
Answer the question. It's everybody.
And you're still trying to make me answer your question the way you want me to answer it, and I just gave you the best answer. The great majority of them, and I will be fair.
Good answer.
But it's not everybody.
That's all simple. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. It's not everybody.
Okay. There are a lot of border problems, but what if
some
say that they are not concerned about the south border of a known place? And that comment is from GJ334.
So here's what I believe. Here's what I believe, because it's only going to get worse.
Okay.
It's only going to get worse. If we look at what's been going on, it's not hard to come to the conclusion that it's only going to get worse. So I believe all the money that they have for these people, I think they need to allocate it a different way. Do use the money to help their situation where they at now, where they leaving from, make it better. That way, we don't need to be asking for all this additional help. Use the money that we already have set aside for these people who seeking asylum and make their environment more livable. See what's the issue is or why they leaving in the first place, and let's use that money and try to help their conditions where they can be better. I think that's how you fix the problem, because at first it was just Mexico. Now you got Guatemalans. Now you got Hondurans
Venezuela.
and Venezuelans, and it's just going to continue to get worse. More and more people from Central America is going to be added on.
But okay, I think another thing, Miss Together, I got where she was coming from, but can they stop this right now? Like
Yes, they
It's
nobody
not no
can.
else can
overnight.
come in.
It's not
Yes,
no
they can.
overnight solution. It's not no overnight solution. Anybody think that they
But
can
what
do
I'm
this
They can
overnight?
saying
stop
is,
it. They can stop it. All the
can't
people
we
down at
say
the border.
right now,
Yes,
no
we
more?
can.
We want no more migrants.
If you can do this overnight, you might as well be a Hitler. If you
You
think you
can
do this
stop
Well,
it
overnight,
overnight. You
wait a
really
minute,
can.
Hitler
hold on,
can.
hold on.
They
You're not
got to
We
go
got
humane.
through
another.
That's not
Mexico.
humane. That's not the humane way to do it.
Well, you can
Okay,
have all of them.
everybody,
You can have
hold
them.
on for a minute. We got D Truth. Hello.
Hey, everybody, respect. But
Okay.
what they y'all fail to realize? Yeah, we got the north to south border. Yeah, they come over here. Y'all fail to realize what about
It's
the
the
people
South
that
border.
come?
That's the
But
problem, though.
hold on, let me finish. Let me finish. You got the north to south border. Everybody worried about the south border. They still doing the same thing in the north border. They still do. People come over here from the other country and don't go back to the other. Don't go back to the country. Fly for another country over here seeking asylum. They doing that too. Y'all forget about that picture.
I mean, you can seek asylum from an airplane. You don't have to. It ain't a border issue. You can seek asylum from Europe
But you
if
missed
it,
my point. You missed
from
my point.
Africa. You can fly.
You missed my
Seek
point.
asylum.
You missed my point though. See, see, I do this thing for a living. See,
It's not a
the
border
thing,
problem. That's all I'm saying. It's not a border problem.
see, and the thing is, majority of everybody in this country is illegal. You want to look at it?
Yeah, we all not from here. We all migrants.
Not all of
If
us.
you want to put it that way, we all
Not,
Indians should be mad at everybody because this they shit.
but you fail to realize there was some black Indians too that was already over here. So,
Well,
cause
yeah,
some
I'm
of us
saying if you
probably,
in Indian anyway.
yeah. See, that's the thing people fail to realize. Look, I don't care where country you come from, you single asylum, whatever. I get where Together coming from. Me and her talked about this to a link. But the problem is, it's not the illegals that comes over here and stays over here and goes back there. It's some that comes over here and get a job and send money back to they folks over there and get all these benefits, which they're not doing that for the black people.
Yeah, I get that. I get that.
And the thing is, we put people in the office that says talk a good game, but get their palm greased. See, we
Yeah, I
need to talk
get
about
that.
them folks. We need to
I
talk
get
about
that.
them folks. It ain't only illegal. It's on the folks that's in office that we elected.
Yeah,
And this shit ain't gonna be fixed overnight. Excuse my friend, Miss
it
April.
ain't.
It,
It's
it
not.
ain't gonna be fixed overnight.
It's not. It didn't happen overnight. It ain't gonna be fixed overnight.
See, I don't care who you put in office. Everybody think the president run the damn country. The president don't run the country. The House and Senate does. Who runs the state? The
Okay.
governor don't run the state. The state Senate, the state House run the
Local
state.
environment. Local is
And the
what's more
man don't
important.
think about it. And the man don't run the city. The city council run the goddamn city. They fail to realize that all the mayor, the governor, and the president all is a figurehead.
Puppets on the
Till people
string.
start until people start realizing that. See, people, somebody like me, Miss April, and Together heard me say this before. I can run. Look, I can run for office. I'll be dead because they won't like me. because I ain't easy persuaded. See, when it don't matter if they legal or illegal, you put them in cages. I don't care who did it. That's inhumane. And you got these pro-lifers want to talk about these want to keep babies alive, whatever. Don't want women to have abortion. What about these children in cages? What about men and women on death row? I don't hear you fight for them. See,
Okay,
we
hold on. We have a question.
okay.
Letitia said, so Haitians don't fit right, Mr. Keller?
Say that again.
Okay, I'm going to put it on the screen.
So Haitians don't fit right. What that mean? I don't know what that mean.
Um, Here's another question she's asking you too. You see it? She says, why are most all the melanated countries being denied asylum, Mr. Keller? So
Asylum. Um, I don't know the statistics. I have to look at the statistics and see what's being denied. But from this surge, there's a lot of so asylum is not something that's easy. It never has been. For I don't care what color you is, I do that. But I don't know the statistics on who get approved the most and whatever. But what they have done is they try to speed up the process due to uh, this surge. Now, I don't think asylum, giving them asylum, is the overall fix. I will say that. I think the money that we have can be better used to make their situation better. That way, they're not seeking asylum to begin with. I think that's the solution. Wherever the problem is, we need to sit down and have a conversation and see what is the issue. What are you seeking asylum for now? If it's something that's government, that's going to be hard to do. Like if you got running from dictatorship, that's going to be hard. But if you just try to get a better living, and if that's something, I think climate control caused one of I can't think of which country they no longer able to produce the crops that they was because of climate control. So we can look at situations like that. So I think we need to sit down and see what is it, what's the problem, what you are seeking, why are you seeking asylum, and try to see if it's possible to fix that matter. Now it might not be, but at least have that conversation, see if it's even possible, and the money and the taxpayers' dollars that we're receiving to help these people allocated better to prevent them from seeking asylum ongoing. That's how I feel.
But
Letitia also says the laws can easily be changed to send them back.
It can be.
yeah,
It can be. But in the meantime, in between time, this is the law of the land. And the law of the land is you cannot send them back. Anybody seeking asylum, you cannot send them back where they're seeking asylum. We can't send them back to a dangerous situation. You may not agree with that, but that is what it is. Now, it can be changed. All laws can be
So,
changed. But
so
until it
what
is,
is the big surge right now?
the surge is because the surge is because Mexico is not the only ones now. That's what caused the surge. First, it was just Mexico. So now it's people have added on. At first, it was just Mexico trying to get over here. So the surge is now you got Mexico plus other countries in Central America. That's the surge.
Venezuela, Guatemala.
That's what created the surge.
but the problem is you try to give them people money when there's mandate folks over here down
Yeah,
on their
I agree. I agree. We should take
down
it
on
all
their
first. I agree
yeah
with you.
our folks, and then you want to then this country, the leaders, the supposed leaders, which they I don't call them leaders, they want to railroad some melanated people to other people, right? In the court system, we see it all the time. Then you want to have 24 to 72 hours people missing, want to wait. And to answer the other question about why melanated folks from Africa is not getting it, because look at the skin color. Look at the
Yeah.
skin color.
Well, I think he. I
That's the
think when
bottom.
Trump,
That's the bottom line.
Because they turned them Haitians around.
it turned a lot of people around.
Okay, Letitia says Biden is a traitor. I agree. Some of you all are in denial, and I don't even like dude. GJ34 says if they just keep on doing what they now been doing, then that is just what's gonna happen to most of them all at some point. Payroll issues. The bottom of the bottle says, "Oh,
Oh
we
man, what's up, man? I heard from you in a minute.
serious tonight. Love this conversation. Respect the opinions. You need to come on up. Hey, D Truth.
Hey, but I
Yeah.
will say, we need to take care of our people first. There's no reason why anybody outside of the homeland, I don't care what color you is, shouldn't be taken care of first. And then they get in line. They get the leftovers. They shouldn't jump the line. I do agree with that. And it appears as if, especially for example, I'll give you an example situation in Chicago. They had an abandoned school that one of the mayors, she said that she was going to turn that school into a community center. And then they voted her in because of that. She went back on that and now housing them in it. So situations like that, I understand. But at the same time, I do feel like it's other for some reason I don't see the problem in the suburbs where the white folks stay. Where the people is out living in front of the police station on the ground and on the middle of the street and all this, always like in the hood. I never
Yeah, that's what I said. They got them all
never
in
see
the
a
hood.
bunch of immigrants just wandering around in the suburban area.
See, that's
But
what I
check
said.
this. They just gave
Even
Joliet.
on the north side of Chicago. So people may say, oh, it's a Chicago thing. Okay. Even on the north side of Chicago, I don't see it. It's always the west side and south side where I see this, where I see the issue.
Hey, Kelly, you adopting immigrants?
Man, I ain't adopting no, they not vetted. I don't know them niggas.
Hey,
I
You
ain't
got
adopting nobody that ain't vetted. They know
hey,
amount of
bro.
money.
the mayor of Chicago was asking people to take the migrants in. Am I
Man, it
lying,
wasn't just the
Kelly?
mayor of Chicago. It was other mayors too. It was
Yeah.
other mayors too.
They
Okay.
asking. Can you just believe this? Like you sitting up here looking at TV and they asking you to house these people. Some of these people don't even let their family stay with them, and now you want them to let a migrant stay with them.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, I'm in the twilight zone for real.
I'm gonna tell you this right here. See, they talk about tax bill, right? One, if that happen, to raise our taxes. Two, when certain part of the government, right, do something wrong, like the police department, you can't sue the police himself because of qualified immunity. But yet, when you do sue them, it come out of our pocket. Why you
Yeah,
think
that's true.
taxes goes up? See what I'm
That's
saying?
true. That's true.
Until we get rid of police qualified immunity all across the board, where it won't have to come out of our pockets.
Well, it's still gonna
Until
come out of our pockets. So
it's still gonna,
qualified immunity is just protecting them.
no. What I'm saying is, going after the individual police officers themselves, make them come
You
out
can
their
do that
pocket.
too. So you can
Say,
do that. I see what you're saying. So, but normally with qualified immunity, it don't protect the police officer. I'm sorry, it protect them. So if they lose it, it won't protect them. But
yeah,
you're gonna go after the money. So
yeah,
most people now it have been situations where they can go after the police officer too, but they are often and most times go after them along with the city.
See, I'm tell you what happened down in Baton Rouge, right? I'll tell you what happened down in Baton Rouge. This sheriff, now this the chief of Baton Rouge Police Department. He got rid of bad apples.
That's
Cause of
what that's what you got to do,
but the problem
and you won't
is
have to worry about no lawsuit.
when the city, when the city councilmen, all of them, not all of them, defund his department cause he trying to build up the department right. Guess what? He get pushback. Then when the citizen review board is not the citizen of that town, is not the citizen of the town, but part of the police union, you got a problem. And that was going on with this border stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cause think about it. Some of these border patrols probably have relatives in them countries. That's why some of them get in here sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta look at that aspect. Everything I'm gonna say it, majority of some of the government is corrupt. They don't want the right person in there. They don't want nobody like me, you, April,
Well,
or together in office.
well,
Cause we gonna
mainly they
fall for them.
coming in through Texas. Mainly they coming in through Texas.
That's what I'm saying.
Texas send them on a boat. I mean, send them on a bus and distribute them out throughout the country.
And
Oh,
check this out. I
that
believe
only
when
Texas.
Mr.
A lot of
Together,
government did it too.
I
A lot of
believe
government
when
did it too.
Mr. Together was saying how all the
In
some
Cali,
of those people they go back and forth to the country.
they
Those
don't. They
probably
no
the
back and forth.
people they
Yeah.
probably smuggling the drugs, the guns, and
So yeah,
everything
I
else
agree with
over
that. If
there.
you seeking asylum, ain't no back and forth. If you go back, you
Right.
stand back. Ain't no
Right.
back and forth.
That's all I was saying. I wasn't trying to say
Yeah.
everybody, but what I'm
Yeah.
saying is out here, like it used to be when you drive up and down the street, you'll see a mix, but you see majority Latinos. You barely see blacks, whites, and other races of people. And so what I'm saying is because it's so many Latinos, it's like you become friends with them. And then when you become friends with them, you sit and you listen and you talk to them. And I shared this story before. There's a particular friend of mine, and one day we were sitting down and they had a little gathering, and I had my I had me a what do you call it, those margaritas, and she was drinking like some Hennessy and everything, and I'm just sitting there listening to her talk because she's from El Salvador or Guatemala or something like that, and so she's married, and she got drunk and she started saying, "You know what I do? You know how I'm able to afford this stuff?" And I'm sitting there and I'm like, "No, how you able to afford it?" She said, what happens is my husband, we don't have the same name. No, we have the same name because a lot of Latinos have the same name. And what I do is I get the check, but then when he work, they take the money. When he get paid, they get that shit right back to me and we go shopping. So I'm getting free Medi-Cal, I'm getting free food stamps, I'm getting
But
check from the government, and I'm looking at her like, damn, really?
what they saying is they don't want no free nothing. They said they just want opportunity to work. So so this may create a different type of problem because
But
they not
that's
asking
what's
for no handout.
happening. That's
Hold on,
what's happening.
hold on. So they not asking for no handouts. They said just give me a social security number so I can work.
Bullshit, bullshit.
That's what. So listen. So this may create a different problem. Uh, Other than what y'all talking about. Now the bigger problem is now these major companies don't have to do no more outsourcing. Most people were doing outsourcing to get labor for cheap.
Right.
Now the labor for cheap is already here. Already here. We just need to get
So
them social
they
security
gonna
number.
replace.
We have
They're really gonna
the
replace the Mexicans now.
the
Then.
hospital.
And
I mean
that's what's happening. That's what's happening.
the
I'm not
the
trying to
the
cut you
the,
off. That's what's
the
happening.
hotel industry is waiting on them to get be legal. They can't wait, especially in Chicago downtown. About 5 hotels on each block, and they need people like crazy. So they can't wait. So what I'm concerned about is now they're going to be paying them the lowest amount possible. And that's going to affect us because cost of living is still going up.
Let me say, okay, so California, I don't know how it is in other states, and I'm not going to speak for you guys because I'd be out of pocket. Okay, so California, I would drive up and down, like you have the Home Depots, you have the Walmarts, you have all these little warehouse outlets, you have all these corners out here in California. And so you would see the day workers sitting in the corners waiting for, somebody to pick them up for work. So now what's happening is there's a guy and he's really pissed. I mean, he was so mad, he was cussing, and he was saying that the day workers used to come to us and pick us up, and the guy said under the table they used to make something like $50,000 to $60,000 tax free by being picked up by the day workers, to do day work. And he said now the people that's coming through the border, he overheard one of the guys saying that they go straight to the border and they already have a crew that they can pay $5 an hour to build these buildings and these shopping centers, these houses, and they're really pissed off. And I'm like, and they're mad. And I'm thinking, like, okay, you did it to American people, and now somebody's doing it to you. So now you're ready. You want us to fight with you? Is that what you're saying? Because I'm not going to team up with you when you did the same thing. Now the people of your own kind are coming here doing the same thing that you did to American people. So what's the problem? And he got really angry because it was an honest question. Because we have something like Caltrans. Caltrans work all over California, and it used to be majority black, and then all of a sudden a lot of the Latinos got hired as supervisors, and they started firing like a lot of the black people and hiring their own people. So now they're mad because these alleged asylum seekers are coming in.
See, I know exactly what you're talking about. See, one.
Is there anybody here from Florida?
No. But
so you know about Haiti's in there, in Florida.
Yeah, but do what?
Haitians.
Yeah.
Do what I see right here. Do what I see right here. People in America, the ones that born here, that live here all their life, whatever. And some of these jobs, they talk about, oh, they ain't no jobs. And these people come in and get these jobs for a lower pay. See, these companies, I don't care what company, big company, small company, whatever, they try to say the bottom line to put more money in their pocket. Which better way to do it? To get people to try to come across the border, whatever, these day laborers, whoever, pay them less because they don't know the laws, right? Let them try to come hire us for that amount they paying them. We not having it. But I said to say this right here. If more people like ourselves will wake up and see what's really going on and go get some of these jobs, guess what? What would they do? What they gonna do with them? See, it's just like down here in Atlanta. They want to, like he said, they're not gonna build nothing in the suburbs where the majority of white folks live, right? They're gonna put them in our neighborhood. Know what I'm saying?
Oh gosh.
And thing is, where do the majority of them go live at? Almost in the suburb with the white folks, right? Or somewhere on the outskirts. But how many have you seen living in our communities? But yet they want us to stand side by side with them.
I mean,
come on now.
We gotta learn. We gotta figure it out. I mean, it's a solution to it. and we have to figure out the solution outside of
Yeah, you
getting
could
more
come up.
taxpayers money and just sending them back where it came from.
Can I
Uh,
ask you a question, Mr. Keller?
sure.
What would you think? Like, let's say this is let's say that Miss April, and D Truth, we're in office, and I say I want to try something for 6 months, and for that 6 months, we don't tell them that it's going to be for 6 months.
Hey, Leslie. Somebody's in the audience is from Florida, and they say they are not Haitian.
No, it says nothing but Haitians there.
Oh, okay.
Are full of Haitians.
Due to the
Especially
strain,
Southern.
due to the strain on America's finances, we put out this message. We are not going to be paying any money. If you come here to seek asylum, there will be no benefits. There will be no housing. There will be no food. There will be nothing. I guarantee
Hey,
you,
Leslie.
if they put that out, I guarantee you, them people will not come here anymore, because guess what? The meal ticket has stopped.
Well, I think we have to house them. I mean, that's just if we're gonna
We
be
don't have
realistic.
to. Those
Okay,
people are not
okay,
our
so
responsibility.
okay, so if we're gonna be realistic about it, we have to house them
No, we don't.
temporarily. Okay, you want me to
We
answer your
got
question?
to.
You're not okay. So let me say this first. You're not going to agree with what I'm saying, but let me say it. You're not going to agree with it, but let me at least say
Hey,
it.
Leslie. Okay.
So temporarily, we have to house them. Have to temporarily. Uh, maybe for maybe 2 years. Temporarily house them for
Off our
tempor-
tax money?
huh?
Off of our tax money?
So let me. So listen.
Let them finish.
You
No, I'm
temper.
asking them. Off of our tax money, we're going to
Let me
house them
finish. I'm
for
gonna answer
2 years,
your question.
right?
I'm gonna answer all your questions. So let me finish. You temporarily house them for 2 years, right? I get
2
them
years.
for 2 years, minimum 2 years.
Oh my
You get
goodness.
them,
I
put
wish
them
I
in the
could live
position,
somewhere rent free for 2 years. Okay.
Go ahead,
put
Mr.
them in the position where they can get a social security, get a job. Now they paying taxes, um, which was going to contribute to the more. See, what you have to realize, the more people paying taxes, the more taxes we gonna have. So you get them in a position where they able to pay taxes as quick as possible. In the meantime, in between time, we house them for a minimum of 2 years or less until they able to get their own housing like the regular people. I look at America as a big melting pot. It's full of everybody across the country. Like I said before, uh, we came. So if you really want to look at the history, we came and took it. Well, not we, but uh,
This whole country
this
was
whole
built
country
on
was
the land.
taken.
Christopher Columbus
Right.
land. But
And they afraid that they put all these rules in place because they don't want it taken again. They want nobody to do what they did.
Yeah.
So let's put all these rules in place because it's gonna be terrible if somebody do the same shit we did to them.
mhm.
See,
I didn't do nothing.
When I say we, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the
yeah,
people who took it.
yeah. See, this what I see right here. One, I understand.
Let's talk
I
about how
said,
this let's talk about how this came into an issue to begin. Why asylum exists to begin with? Because they don't want nobody to do the same shit that they did to them.
see, this is what I see right here. I understand where you're coming from. One, they want to pay taxes, but only way they gonna pay taxes if they become a citizen,
Right.
right? Right?
More taxes.
Yeah. But the problem with that is how many of these illegals, I don't care what country you come from, you fly over here, you walk across the border, I don't care. How many are getting paid on the table? How many are going to seek
That's gonna
become
happen.
a
That's
citizen?
gonna happen. It's
See,
shit. I used to get paid under the table too. So I mean, Shit, what that it's don't happen. It's don't happen.
Do what I'm saying right here. If you come over here, get a job. See, the ones that they need to punish is the ones try to pay them on the table. They're the one they should be punishing too. See what I'm saying?
I will say this: that it should be zero tolerance for these people. So if you get in any type of trouble with the law, you gotta go back. Okay, what it is, going back.
Yeah. See, for these companies, big companies, don't care, small companies, you have illegals, don't care what country they from, and you pay them on the table, you get caught, you should pay a penalty.
Or
and the,
check this out.
and the person that working for you, you got to send them back. Tell them they can't come back no more. If they come back, lock their ass up. Excuse my French, Miss April.
Well, check this out. Check this out. If you come here seeking asylum, and we get you a social security number where you can get a job, you got to pay higher tax than the regular person here.
See, it's a whole lot of solution to it.
And other than sending them back, it's a lot of solutions other than just sending them back and letting them die at the border.
Well, but the only problem is
it could be a win-win situation.
But the only problem with that is
that's what we need to look at. What's the win-win?
Dietrich, Mr. Keller. So yes. I agree with you guys talking about taxes. However, I'm only speaking.
You just went out together.
Dang it. Letitia says, I'm native to this land. So if you or your family came here and stole my people's land, then you are a colonizer.
Or colonizer. She should be mad. She should be one mad. What should be her argument, not ours.
You came to be returned to that, you will be at peace. Mm-hmm.
So what I was asking is, what I was saying as far as, because I recently just stopped
Amber, you coming up? Right.
I recently stopped working. And so I was working for the government. And so I saw nothing but people that were not American citizens lined up at the Social Security buildings, and they were also lined up at the welfare building. So one of the programs that I worked for, a lady said that she was seeking asylum and she had a mental illness. So I had to find services for her. And so our governor decided that he would tax people that made over a certain amount of money to pay for her housing. Not just her, I'm just saying her because she was one of the ones, but it was many people. Her housing, her entertainment, her medication, her clothing, her food, anything that she needed. So this lady gave us a name, and we had to use the name that she gave us. So
I see what you're saying. So you're saying that because of that, everybody needs to go back. One apple ruined the one bad apple ruined the bunch. Is that what I'm understanding?
Let me finish. So in total, we had to tally up how much money we were spending because we had the money at our disposal, and we had to account for every dime. Her and about 30 other people totaled $9,000 something per month out of taxpayers' money, and we had to show receipts for everything or we would have gotten in trouble. Time went on, and come to find out, she absolutely was not an asylum seeker. She absolutely did not have any type of mental disability. And word was that they were telling people what to say, and they teach a class over there what to say when you reach American soil.
How did y'all find out that she wasn't?
That actually worked the program years before I came, we all had to go to this class, and I think it was for Section 8. And one of the ladies recognized her and called her by the other name that she used the first time she got put out of the country. And then they went back and they pulled us in the office and they started their investigation. She had fingerprints. Come to find out, she was doing this to get money. She didn't want to do anything. She used it as a means to live off of people. And so they found out that she and a few other people were doing this. And I was like, we spent all this money for all these months putting her in transitional living, which cost a lot of money, transportation, entertainment, food, medication, clothing, all this stuff. And it just, that day I was not going to go to the Section 8 meeting. I was like, let's postpone it. And I was like, no, we better go ahead and do it because, see, I don't want to do it next week because then I'm going to have too many people and too many files to take in. Once that we got there and that lady recognized her, I'm like, oh my God, we found out a bunch of people were kicked out and came back and did the same crap again. And
So what you're saying is, if you have some bad apples that abuse the system, those bad apples fuck it up for everybody. Now that since y'all did this, now all y'all can't never come back. Is that what I'm understanding?
I'm saying the ones that did it and the ones that's lying, the ones that's going back and forth across the border, the ones that are truly seeking asylum, that are really afraid and will never go back, they can stay because they're for real. I'm talking about the ones that's going back and forth.
Okay, I agree with you.
Vacation. Oh, girl, I'm going on vacation. I'm going back to my country for 3 months. 3 months? Girl, I thought you was running for your life.
So here's another thing you have to consider too. Here's another thing you have to consider when they do go back, because they still have family there. They still have family there. So what are you going back for? You know, some people have left their mothers there.
Well, that's not our problem.
I know it ain't your problem. I ain't said it is your problem. I'm asking you. I understand your position. You don't give a fuck about nothing. Go back. I don't give a fuck what the situation is. I understand your position, but this, I'm saying this already knowing that you're going to disagree with me. But just hear me out.
Go ahead.
Some people are going to go back for legit reasons as well. So we got to consider, what are they going back for? Are they going back just to check on their loved ones? Or are they going back to because they didn't want to leave to begin with?
You missed when I said they said vacation.
Yeah. I get that. So those people, and I'm saying those are people who you send back.
That's what I was saying.
Those are people those the people who. So I think it should be a situation where if you do go back, it have to be approved. It have to be approved.
That's what I was saying.
If you go back without any type of approval and you do it on your own, then you don't get to come back. I don't care where you don't go, but don't come back here. So I agree with you with that part.
Right.
But if you do go back, it has to get approved before you leave. And if they approve it,
I think that once they get an ID and the government scans, because when you go through the border, like when I had to go through Tijuana, I had to show my ID and they had to run it to make sure.
all that shit documented. All that shit documented. Like whenever you go to the border, they know having like every time I leave this country, you can, first of all, you can't leave the country with just ID to begin with.
Okay, hold on, everybody. We have another guest. That is Amber.
Hey,
Amber's Angel. Everybody, welcome, Amber. Okay.
Hey, Amber. But you can in California.
You're right. Tijuana, you can. Tijuana, you can.
Yeah,
because it's that close. And I think they should stop that because you can't do that in Canada. But Tijuana, you can. I have done that. I have got back and forth without showing nothing. To be honest with you.
See, that's what I'm saying.
But that's a whole nother issue. That's a whole nother issue. But I don't think these people are from Mexico. These people are from Central America.
Okay, Chuck.
So 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to fly there.
Hey, Amber, go
that's
on.
documented.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Let me say this right quick, Amber.
Let Amber talk, D Truth. Let Amber talk. She hasn't said nothing.
Now go ahead, D Truth.
Yeah, because I got to show it left foot to you, so that's why I'm just trying to get it in. One, gotta get enough people to know how to like to background check us and vet us, make sure we who we say we are. That's what they need to
These people
start
are
doing.
vetted. They
Yeah,
they
that's
they
what they need to
want
start
you
doing.
to they want you to host these people or sponsor these people, and they're not vetted. Now, there's some people that would do that, but I'm not one of them.
Yes, like Miss April said, they want them to put the people. See, look, we have problems already with what they call these people. What did you call them? Squatters. We
Refugees or
already have
squatters.
problems with squatters. So let's say the government say, I'll give you $3,000 a month. And the people come in, right? And all of a sudden, their family comes in. And now you're telling the government, hey, I want them out of my house. The government ain't going to help you once you take that check. They can do whatever they want in your house.
Well, um, I don't know. I think we have enough, to be honest with you. Chicago, for example, Chicago. Anybody from Chicago could attest to this. We got a big ass uh, post office going across 290 that they can't sell. Nobody even want it, and they can easily house every goddamn immigrant that's here with plenty of room. We have we got two convention centers. One old one that haven't been used. I don't know how long. I mean, so we have like buildings that we can makeshift into temporary uh, housing for these people. I don't understand why they don't use places like those. I don't get it. And I'm pretty sure other cities have the same thing.
Hey, Amber, go ahead and talk.
I just wanted to say something to the effect that in New York City, I watched this. It's walks with Wall Street, and the guy walks through Manhattan, Lower Manhattan, and all of that, and he shows all these, like you were just saying, Robert, about all the empty buildings,
Mhm.
and and how much it costs to rent them all out and all that. Well, they just sitting empty.
Right.
Why can't they look? One of them
Listen,
buildings would take probably all the immigrants they got right off the street.
easy.
Somebody is not doing uh the planning is not right. Something ain't right. But we got enough land. There's enough land in the United States that is livable land for every single
I, I,
immigrant and
I think I think
all of us.
I
There's
think
enough
the
room.
issue is they got them all, and they didn't spread them out
That's
evenly.
right. So it's the big cities. It's mainly the sanctuary cities, and that's just an example of what the whole United States could be like if we don't get these. Like they got what's his name, Kevin McCarthy out, and all these other politicians. They just taking them out because the government's being reformed. I don't think a lot of people realize that, but the reforms got to take place before anything else can happen. So they're here, and we can't just let them starve. We can't let them shit all over the place. We got to do the best we can because they can't do nothing except exist where they are. Right? They're basically sheltered in place. And nobody has to be sympathetic with them or anything, but to be, we're in a humanitarian crisis, and it's just I'm against illegal immigrants coming across the border myself, but those people are here, and you got to deal with them. We as a society have to figure it out. And
Well, what about just send all of them back where they came from?
you know, um, I would like to know how you're going to figure out where each one of them came from, because they can't even speak English. Most of them, they're going to say, "I saw a video the other day. All of them were from China. I mean, you can look at somebody and kind of figure out where they might go.
Well, you look like you came from over here, so we just gonna send you over
Right. So
based on
you
what you
can't,
look like.
yeah, you can't judge the book by the cover. You just can't. You can't
Well,
say,
okay, let's get you
you're
back to the
black, you
border.
must
We're gonna
have
get you across the border then.
look,
Mexico problem.
you look like an Eskimo. We're gonna send you to Canada. You look like a Haitian. We're gonna send you to Haiti. No, you can't do that. So we got to deal with them. I say we because we all live here together. You can go on in your house, but look, they might come take your house. Somebody better figure out how to house them in them big skyscrapers in them big cities where they're somebody's not something ain't
How you
right.
feel about them maybe used for cheap labor, taking jobs away from the American citizens?
You know it's wrong, but you also know we're at war, right? They
Well,
doing everything they can to destroy Americans, no matter what color you are. If you
I ain't talking
American,
about that. That's a whole different situation. That's a whole different situation. I'm talking about you getting paid. Let's say, for example, you at a job, you getting paid $30 an hour. We can get rid of you and hire this new person with this new Social Security number that came across the border and pay them the same thing you was doing for $15 an hour.
well, I would say somebody is getting their money's worth.
In the meantime, in between time, you out of a job though.
That's right. That's just plain truth.
So now what?
Somebody better go figure out, better go do some low paying work. They're going to
So
have to if they take all the good jobs. But see, most of the high paying jobs, you got to know what you're doing to have
that's
that job.
true. That's true. It's mainly the jobs that shit we don't want to do anyway. It's
That's
gonna be mainly so the main jobs is gonna be them factory jobs. That's gone. That's first go.
Yeah,
Uh,
McDonald's,
and
all those,
and
Target,
um,
Walmart.
I wouldn't even say Target. I wouldn't even say Target. More labor in the hotel jobs.
Right, cleaning, housekeeping,
Right.
stuff like that.
So they get ready to take all of the warehouse jobs.
I'm just saying as a hypothetical. Like
Yeah.
if we,
I don't
if
think it's
they,
going to get that far because they ain't interested in work.
Yeah, Letitia, you right.
They get more
They
money.
work in the fast food restaurants.
They get. They ain't got to know how to speak English. All they got to do is know how to tap the keys. You know, read the key, tap the money, hit on the computer screen, and it's in. If they it does it in different languages. All they got to do is set it for their language. They could take your order.
so they could be like, all right, Ford, GM, y'all don't want this 20% increase. Fuck.
Right?
We'll give it to somebody who do.
Damn, y'all, we're in an ugly ass mess. Period. It's ugly. It could get worse, but it's only gonna get.
It's gonna get worse. I believe it's gonna get worse because we don't know them
It
people.
is gonna get if you
we
look
don't know
at
their
the trend.
background.
Look, all them people ain't criminals.
I understand that.
But some of them are. But some of them are.
But some of them are.
So,
And
but
why they
some that I may
asking
get
you,
bad for everybody. That's what I'm understanding.
right? And check this out.
Hey,
they talking about, can you let one of them stay at your house and you don't even have a background report on this people, but yet you won't give an apartment to a felon. Man, get scared. Man, they can.
But some people would do it though. I wouldn't do it, but some people would.
Hey, where I come from, it's anyway. I done when y'all started talking about letting them in your house to live. I think they're trying to teach.
Honey, the mayor was on TV asking. The mayor of Chicago.
It's not mandatory. It's not mandatory.
It's
You act
not
like it's mandatory.
mandatory, but he was asking people
to house the
Because there are
migrants.
some that will do it. There are some that will do that.
That's right.
Yes, for that money, they
Some
going to
people
get them
do it for
all
free.
the time.
Some people do it for free.
You got 20,000
But if you're
people,
gonna put
extra
money on
people.
it, that's an incentive for you to do it. So, and some people that's in a situation where they may be in foreclosure or something. They've been praying for something like this. So you don't just because you wouldn't do it, don't mean your decision applies to everybody. Just like I'm pretty sure
Oh,
a lot of
wait a
people
minute.
disagree with what come out of my mouth. I'm not trying to force my opinion on nobody.
Right. Hey, if they paid me $3, $4, $5,000 a month to house them, boy, it might be hard to turn that money down.
You see
I'll
what I'm saying?
put a tent out front of my house and let them in there. Hey, I've been
Because I
living
saw,
in the
here's what I've seen. I've seen at the police station right on the west side on Chicago Avenue. I don't know what district that is. Uh, it was a good 40 immigrants outside that police station, and I sat there and watched. And I've seen people, and these one people because it was the hood. So these one people that lived in this area. Those people from outside the area. I saw people come up every seemed like 30 minutes giving them food that they made.
Hey, that's
So you
your
have some people that who want to help. I don't just because you feel a certain way about them, that's fine, but that don't apply to everybody.
hey.
Well, I just have a problem with us not taking care of our own first.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, we should be doing that before we had
Thank
this.
you.
I agree. I think they should be getting the line. They shouldn't jump the line. That's the first thing I said.
We shouldn't
Yeah.
have this problem. Before they got here, we should have had that this taken care of our own. We should have already had that squashed and fixed. But there's a reason why that's not, and I think y'all probably know why that's not fixed.
Why?
It's coming. But anyway, I was gonna say for all the criminals that are coming across the border and all the mental, they say they emptied their mental institutions and sent them all here. Do you know almost everybody I know is something mentally wrong with them? They've been in and out of institutions, and all of them's criminals. But I stay home now. I mind my own business. I don't deal with people no more. No. So I mean, they ain't no different than us. I'm just saying, I ain't saying send more. I'm just saying what's here need to be taken care of. See, that's where the problem, that's where the ball's being dropped. People think about only themselves and what's around them. But if you reach out, there's more good people than there is bad people in this world. But everybody thinks that everything's so bad, everybody's so bad, majority is bad. No, if everybody do the right thing in there, what
I
they're
just I
doing,
just feel like it is a problem, but
it
I
is.
also feel like it's a solution that where it can be a win-win situation for everybody.
I agree. Simple.
How can it be a win-win situation?
Because one of the solutions, and this is one of many, is we need more taxes. How do we get out of the deficit? Either you raise the taxes or you get more of them. Giving them jobs and allow them to pay taxes. Maybe that could help and prevent from our goddamn taxes being raised every damn year.
They'll be paying the taxes.
They paying taxes now. Now we
Yeah.
got way more people paying taxes, and we don't have to wait how we normally wait for motherfuckers born until they working age. Now we got it's a flux of people that can instantly pay taxes. You know how
Okay,
much money that is?
can I ask you a
If
question?
everybody that's here, if all these immigrants that's here instantly start paying taxes tomorrow, you know how much money that is?
A lot.
Right, but can I ask you something? What do you say to the women? And I'm just asking the question. To the women that come over here, that's uh, the from the Latin origin. I'm gonna say it like that because I'm not singling out. Oh, they're just Mexicans because that's not true. And that's one of the things I keep telling people. It's not just people from Mexico. It's people from everywhere. What I'm saying
107
is,
countries.
I'm seeing women that come here and they drop their babies on American soil. And time goes by, they got like 12 kids or so. I'm like, they're just having babies back to back to back to back. And they're going to the welfare office. You ain't getting pregnant by thought.
Where are they at?
You're not getting pregnant by thinking it. They're just having babies back to 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 back. And they're steadily getting checks. Our governor said, after your third kid, you get no more checks. Shit. Shit.
Well, I don't know about that. I haven't heard about that, but I know some people um that's American. That's black. I don't know what race you said. That's having babies back to back to back to back to back to back. So maybe they saw them do it.
It's not a
That's,
color.
This
that's,
is a
I don't think
copycat.
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying as asylum
Female thing.
seeker, I'm sorry, baby girl. As an asylum seeker, you come here and they say, "Are you married?" No. Are you here by yourself? Yes. All of a sudden, you have a husband, but you're saying that you're not married. I'm talking about
I
for the
think you just give
asylum.
me isolated situations. I mean, I'm pretty
Never
sure all
mind.
type of things happen,
Never
but
mind. Never mind. Go ahead.
Well, see, all these immigrants just got here within the last couple of years, so I know they not having them back to back to back to back to back to back. They might have had two,
I'm
but
talking
when
about the asylum seekers that's been here. We've been
oh,
having asylum seekers before it became a humongous thing. We've been a sanctuary state before you guys have had this problem. This is something that we have been dealing
it's
with
got worse.
before
Yeah,
it became this bad. So I'm not saying that they came here 2 years ago and got 10 kids. I'm saying, what do you do? I'm putting you in a position as our governor. What do you do, Robert Keller?
hmm
A woman tells you in an interview, I'm single, I have no husband, I got raped, that's why I'm pregnant. Sorry, I got touched, that's why I'm pregnant. So you say,
are you
okay,
talking about after? Are you saying after they
you're having a
got a
meeting with
citizenship?
this, you're having a meeting with the asylum seeker, I said. And they're telling you this during a meeting that they got touched. That's how come they have this one baby in their belly. And you say, oh, okay. So you say, okay, we're going to give you an appointment to come back in, like you said, 2 years. She comes back in 2 years. She got more babies. And you're like, you got to ask the question, ma'am, do you have a husband? No. Then how you keep getting pregnant?
I don't think that matter. Them getting pregnant. Them get so if they get pregnant, that means that baby is American. So
No, it's
I don't
if
think that matter. But
if
normally, you when you have asylum, uh, you normally become a citizenship like probably within 10 years. So it don't matter. You're a citizen now. Normally, after when you get asylum, when that normally take about 2 years or whatever, they speeding it up now, and you're able to work. Normally, you can become as long as you ain't did shit illegal or you're on your best behavior. You can become a citizen within 10 years. So you tell me within them 10 years, how many kids they had within them 10 years? For they had 10 kids in 10 years.
I have no idea. But my cousin, she lives
And sometimes it's
in
5 years,
Georgia.
sooner than that.
Listen, my
If you're
cousin lives in
married,
Georgia. My cousin lives in Georgia, and she met a guy from Cameroon, and he is an asylum seeker because his country is in turmoil, and he said he's not allowed to do anything wrong. He can't do nothing. He said if I do anything, I will get put up out of this country. And I'm like, really? I'm like, that's crazy. And he was like, for the for the Latin people with the Spanish heritage, I watched them get in trouble, and they don't get the same threats as the people with our black skin. What do you say to that?
well, I think that's a good thing. If you are seeking asylum, like I said before, if you're seeking asylum, I think it should be zero tolerance on any type of criminal behavior you may do. Once you do anything, I ain't talking about like a ticket or anything like that, but even a DUI, let's say you get a DUI, should get sent back.
He said he can't even have marijuana. He can't even go get a marijuana card from the. He said, I can't do nothing. He said,
Oh, okay, don't
absolutely
do
nothing.
nothing. It's better than the
No,
situation you
he's
left
not
from.
doing it. No, he's not doing anything.
Okay,
He
that's what
said,
comes with it.
but
It's
what I'm
better than
saying
the
to you
situation you
is,
left from.
what I'm saying to you is his argument was, how is it that the melanated people coming from like Cameroon and stuff like that get a stern warning? But he said, I watch other people that are asylum seekers of the Latin heritage. That's how they
From
label it.
my understanding,
Oh my
from
God,
my
Jesus.
understanding is anybody, whether you got a green card or you,
But
uh,
you're missing the question I'm
listen
asking
to me.
you.
Let me finish. Let me finish. From my understanding, for people who have a green, who's not a citizen yet, and they trying to get B one, there ain't no goddamn stern warning. It's goddamn it. If you fuck up, you gone.
But that's the warning. That's what I'm saying. They tell them, if you get into any trouble, and he's been here for a couple years, and they're friends now, he doesn't do anything. Anybody light up a marijuana joint, he's out of there, because he said, I don't want to come in contact with nothing, or they're going to send us back. He said, but he watches some of the people that was there with him that saying they seek an asylum. He said, I'm a melanated man, and the people with the Latin heritage, they're doing all kinds of crap, getting in trouble, coming in contact with the police, and
I
they're
don't
not
know.
getting kicked out. But if I do something, they're gonna throw me out.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I think that's a different issue than uh, seeking asylum. But yeah, I don't. I would say that if he would get in trouble and the other person won't get in trouble, yeah, that's a problem.
That's
But
that's all I was asking you.
I think that's a separate issue from actually seeking asylum.
But I'm saying that's all I was asking you. If you felt like that is like, that's not right, that's not cool, that's unfair, that one person can get in trouble and the other person will get kicked out. Because in Cameroon, he said his country is like literally in war. I thought he was lying, so I looked it up and it was true.
And speaking of, I thought somebody was lying. What's your name again?
Together.
Other one. See on
Huh?
me? What's the other person's name?
Beautiful Miss Amber.
Yeah, Miss Amber. I thought she was lying when she said Buddy with the horns was getting escorted by the police across the Capitol. And I looked it up, and
Oh yeah,
sure
I
enough,
got the video. I got the
yeah,
video. Yeah, and then there's
sure enough.
another video I have where they were saying that well, they were saying that the MAGA people
Oh,
were
hey
scared.
y'all, I was muted. I'm sorry.
Okay, but sure enough, I looked it up, and
Yeah,
he was getting escorted. And for me,
Kim.
that creates another problem. Why the
Yes,
fuck you get escorted around this motherfucking Capitol building when I think it was the George Floyd protest. Man, they had that motherfucker was had a hundred fucking officers on each side of the goddamn building. So I find that problematic for when this protest happened. You got motherfucking every goddamn police officer you can think of, plus the National Guard protecting these damn buildings, and you gonna escort this motherfucker around.
National Guard wasn't there, and it was a setup. Any questions?
But yeah, I thought you was lying. I looked it up myself.
Mr.
I
Keller,
don't know if it
check this
was.
out. I was born in Washington D.C. and we would frequently go there. Let me tell you something. If you're not from there, you wouldn't know this. But not only the Capitol Police, baby, they got snipers on deck. So let me tell you something. If that was not a setup, I'm gonna keep it real.
Inside job.
Popped you off real quick.
Y'all already know that January 6th was not no insurrection, right?
No,
Y'all
it
know that,
wasn't.
right?
What
Because
you called
Donald
it?
Trump offered security to them just in case anything popped off, and they turned
If
it
it
down.
wasn't an insurrection, what was it? It was
It was
something.
a mess.
It was something.
It's a
It was.
setup.
A whole setup.
Nothing but a setup. So
A
help me.
set up by who? Who set it up?
The
The
left, the
Democrats
deep
did.
state, the dirties, the cabal, the deep state, the dirty side. You know.
But I
One
just explained to him that on a normal day, there are
Wait, 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 wait,
snipers
wait,
up
wait, wait.
there.
they
If
want
you
a
do
So
national
something,
Trump said, hold on. Trump said, let's all go down to the Capitol building.
peacefully.
What else did he say? Say the whole thing.
Peacefully.
Hold on. Did he say Democrats set it up?
Peacefully,
Yes.
he said. He said, let's go
That don't
peacefully.
sound right.
There
That
are
don't sound right.
videos that show that he said, let's go peacefully. But
Yeah.
see, people like to cut and paste what they want, and then
That's
people get
right.
brainwashed.
That's right. That's right. It's what I've been
You're
trying.
having a really
I
good
didn't see nothing.
conversation.
I didn't see no peace.
No,
That's
you
like
didn't
you
see.
and
You
us.
didn't
We
see
having
no.
this conversation right now,
I
and
didn't
I
see no
think
peace.
he said peacefully.
I
He
didn't see
was three,
peace.
he was
I didn't
3
see
miles
peace.
away from the daggone Capitol when
He
he was
also
talking.
said, wait, he also said, I'm gonna walk right, I'm gonna be there right with you.
Peacefully,
I
peacefully.
didn't see him there either.
Yeah. Do you know
That's
how
because
that
he was
is?
still talking.
No. This is after it's over with. This after it's over with. He said, I'm gonna
Man,
be
he
down
was
there.
3 miles away from that building where he was
Right.
talking
Hold on.
to the
Listen to me.
Capitol is
Listen to
3
me.
miles in
Like
radius.
He said, I'm gonna be there right with you.
you drank the
And he
Kool-Aid.
never stepped a foot on that Capitol building.
Drank the
Y'all can believe
Kool-Aid.
what y'all want to believe. Keep on drinking that Kool-Aid. You're going to
But
get
that, wait, am I
diabetes.
making this up though? Didn't he say I'm gonna be there right with you?
Yes.
Was he there with them?
No.
Okay, I ain't making this up.
Do you know where he was? I know where he was.
He wasn't what he said he was gonna
3
be.
miles away.
He wasn't what he said he was gonna be. I don't care where he was at. He wasn't what he said he was gonna be.
Here's you a clue. That fucking shit that started at that bull crap that you saw jump off happened way before he got down there. But the
And them
media
all Democrats.
made
And he
it
said
look
all of them was Democrats who did that.
the media made it look like it happened right when he said it, which is bullshit.
And all of them was Democrats that did that. Huh?
You know what? You know what? I don't like to, I'm sorry, Amber. I don't like to throw out other people's channel, but there's a dude named Black Rosebud. And one night they struck his channel. There was some people that was actually there that night. And one of the ladies said, look, that's me. And she had the camera and you could see it was her. She said a busload of people came to that site that they had no clue, and they came out of the bus acting wild, crazy, breaking through. She said she was cut up because she was trying to stop them from busting the windows, but they overpowered her.
So when they went on there and shitted on old girl desk and rampaged the goddamn Capitol.
Believing everything you hear.
Listen to me. I'm asking you a question.
And
Were those
probably,
Democrats? Was those Democrats?
It probably was.
Probably.
They were.
If I wanted to do something terrible and say, "Oh, guess what? I'm Keller's friend, and he's we real tight," and I do some shit, and you get the blame for it, but you like, I don't know her.
So this just what you saying is just a
It was bullshit.
Conspiracy. Again. It's Miss April sleep.
Damn conspiracy.
It's Miss April sleep.
It was bull crap.
I'm not saying snoring.
That must be April. Leave her alone. She's sleeping.
That's all right. If she go to sleep, I can take care of it. So what I'm saying is, the news has a way of painting a picture. And it says television. Listen, television is telling you a vision, and if you believe it, and that's why my dad was so strict. He was like, I don't care if you're looking at the news. The only thing I want you to believe on the news, partially, is the weather, because they don't tell the truth about nothing.
Are you able to mute her?
Let me see. Yeah, hold
on. Get it in.
Following all of the logs.
Okay, there you go.
Some of them.
Did I mute her? Yeah, I muted her.
Get it in. Boy.
God.
Yeah, she's tired. She been doing a lot of stuff.
Now,
Yeah, but
Robert,
I'm not trying to be hateful or
yeah,
evil. If that's the impression I'm giving, I'm not. I'm just saying it's not our responsibility to take care of anybody if we're not going to take. That's like coming a bunch of
I agree.
strangers coming into your house and saying, "Feed me," but you got 2 kids. You gonna give them your kids food, or
no,
you gonna take care of your kids and what's left you give to the other people?
I agree. I agree. I think
That's
they should
all I'm
wait.
saying.
I
That's
don't think
all
they
I'm
should
saying
jump
out
the
of this
line.
whole thing
I don't
is
think they
I'm
should
gonna
jump the
take care of
line.
my yeah, I'm
But
gonna take care.
I wouldn't send them back though. I think that's what you were saying. You said send all of them
I
back.
would send them, not all of them, and I might have misspoken because I was passionate, but the ones that keep going back and forth across the border, talking about they're going to visit and go on vacation. Guess what? If you're supposed to be an asylum seeker and you told
I agree.
me that you can't go back to your country because your life is in danger, and we have watched you hit your ID more than 20 times in a year, you're not asylum seeker. I'm
that's
sorry,
right.
but you have to
Fuck
go
hit your
back.
ID. I would go even better, stricter than that. If you went back without our approval,
Right.
Okay,
like
let's say
whatever
they
you,
do
if you want to go
approve,
back, we need to approve. We need to
but
sit down and talk to you, see how long you're gonna be back and what's the reason, and it's either gonna be approved or denied.
There ain't no back and forth bull
Ain't
crap.
no
that's
back
what
and forth
they're
at your
doing. They're
leisure.
going
Not at
back and
your
forth,
leisure.
back and forth, back and forth,
But
back and
then you
forth,
don't
back
come
and
back.
forth.
Then you
That's
don't
what
come
they
back.
do. And then
And
they
I
send
think it's
money back
already
to their
set up like
country.
that.
Like when they get their checks,
And it's already set up like that, where you have to get approval. Like as we speak, it's already like that.
I just wanted to say one thing.
go ahead.
I wasn't trying to see it's together's fault. She got me hyped up because she was, you know, it was all her fault, and I wasn't trying to be, you know, being hateful and stuff. And but you need to go and see the full footage, brother.
Or what? What you talking about?
Of what, baby girl?
Bullshit that happened at the Capitol.
Oh well, no, I seen some footage where
No, he
it's a,
needs to see the whole thing.
okay. So listen,
Whole thing.
listen, listen. But I have seen some that's problematic.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
the problem.
now. I have seen officers try to keep them out, and they got trampled over, and unfortunately one died.
Actors.
I don't
Huh?
believe that man is dead. I'm sorry.
No, he's not.
I don't believe
Um.
he's dead. Can I say this, Mr. Keller? There's a video. I think it's Epoch News. You gotta pay for the
Okay.
subscription.
Well, let me ask you this: do you have a problem with them overturning the what you call it, the Capitol Police, of them trying to keep them out of the building?
They
You have a
weren't
problem with that?
I'm trying
pleased.
to ask you a question, but you asked me one on top of it.
Well,
So
okay.
there's a place called it's a thing called Epoch News, and they were there on ground, and they have all the footage. So what happened is you see the camera panning over to this guy. He has a bunch of people got on MAGA hats and stuff, and they're screaming in the faces of the Capitol Police. Do something about this crap. Dude, why are you just sitting there letting these idiots tear the damn place up?
Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah.
is
I
our
agree. I
Capitol.
saw that.
What
I
the
saw
hell
that.
is wrong with you?
Yeah, I
They
saw
didn't do
that.
nothing. They
I
didn't
saw
do
that.
nothing. They did it on purpose.
So yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that.
But
No,
there's more footage
I'm
than
not
that.
saying that everybody. See, this the thing. I would never say that everybody is bad. I would never say that. Now you're gonna have some people who didn't want that to happen,
I definitely wouldn't want nothing like that to happen. I don't care
but
who's
that
in
doesn't change
office.
the fact that it did happen. Just because they didn't want it to happen, the fact still remained that it did happen.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So everybody is saying, Donald Trump did this, Donald Trump did this, Donald Trump did this. So Maxine Waters, and I don't know how far it reached in the news, but when Donald Trump was president, a family went out to eat and they had on their MAGA hats. Very respectable family. Maxine Waters got on there and said, attack them. Do
That
you
bitch.
know that those people got up and attacked those people in the
See?
restaurant and they were just sitting there they wanted to just eat? She
Well,
never got in trouble for that shit.
That's
I think
right.
a lot of people, and I think this is where he lost I think it's the main reason why he lost.
Oh my goodness, he is not answering that question. You was just dancing around the question. I asked
I didn't
you.
see that. I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
So
So
look it up in California. Maxine Waters tell anybody that see anybody with
I'm gonna look it up.
a Donald Trump hat on or a MAGA hat to attack them. And
Okay,
the
I'm gonna look it up.
people
I
were
didn't see
being
that.
attacked because she told them to do that, and nobody ever came and prosecuted her.
But I believe the main reason why he lost is how he handled the pandemic. He downplayed it.
Robert.
He downplayed it. He said, "Oh, it would just be here till April. It's going to get hot outside, and it's going to go away."
And it did.
It got worse. It didn't go away. It got worse.
No, it didn't.
And then, we only have a couple cases. Nothing. And then when it came a problem, he told everybody pro Clorox update.
People, you know what?
And then when it became a problem, when it became a problem, he instructed people to plug Clorox up their ass.
Where did the
You
flu
know what?
go?
He was being sarcastic.
He
Donald
was
Trump is
joking.
sarcastic.
He said out his own mouth he didn't want to start.
Sarcastic.
He said out his own mouth. He said
Anybody
out
that's
his.
stupid to put
Listen to
chlorine
me.
up their ass needed up their butt.
Need to drink the whole damn bottle.
Listen to me. He said out his own mouth. He said out his own mouth that the reason that he downplayed the COVID situation is because he didn't want to send people in a panic. So he'd rather kill them instead.
Well, look, let me tell you about Operation Warp Speed. But I got to go back to Nancy Pelosi. You know, she refused to have the police at the Capitol.
What are you talking about?
She refused what?
2,600 military, National Guard, that day when that happened at the Capitol.
What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, she did.
Nancy
Donald Trump
Pelosi
offered to pay to have guards.
National Guard.
Yeah, he offered and she said no. Yeah, I remember that.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? The insurrection day?
Yeah, Nancy Pelosi turned Donald Trump's offer down.
Insurrection.
Yeah, it's in records. It's in records.
No, she asked for people. No, she asked for more. She asked for more.
No, she didn't.
He's
no,
an
she
agitator.
didn't.
She asked for more.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't.
Pull it up. Pull it
You
up.
know what? They can
Pull it
do
up.
whatever the heck they want after the fact. After the fact, I can put whatever I want because I'm government.
She asked for more.
Whatever I want to change because I'm government. And
Now, I don't know the number.
Keep on believing.
I don't know the number, but she asked for more.
She full of popcorn.
From when he had that rally. It was based off the rally.
She full of popcorn.
If they would have been there, it would have never happened.
She full of popcorn. Those people lied their booties off.
Sure did. Robert is trying to be an agitator. I'm just kidding. But I wished I could sit down.
No, I don't want to. I'm not an agitator. I just y'all opinions. I'm not trying to force y'all opinions on mine.
But
My
look,
opinions is different from y'all. It's nothing more, nothing less.
if you look at facts, it's not an opinion, right?
Say that again.
If you look at facts, it's not an opinion.
I agree. And from what I've seen with my own eyes, it's facts.
I wish
Can't tell
more.
you can't tell me something that I'm looking at with my own eyes does not what I'm looking at.
Look,
you trying to get me to believe something that I ain't seen with my own eyes, and that's just not gonna happen.
No, I'm not. But let me
Well, well, you're right. So I'm talking. It's not my opinion. Then I'm speaking on facts that actually happened, and I actually seen with my own eyes.
Right. I saw what you're saying. You saw. I saw that too. But
Okay, so that's problematic. What I've seen is problematic for me.
But see, the part you're saying that you saw, that I saw, is only part.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Can you see that?
That's fine. That's fine. But what I've seen Now it may be more for me to see, but what I've seen is problematic. That don't erase. If I seen more, it don't erase what I seen. I may have more to see,
Can you see
but it still
this?
don't erase what I also see.
Can
Yeah,
you see this?
yeah.
And that was in 2021.
You said what?
This article I put up was 2021, where the ex-Capitol Police spoke, and it goes on down. You can look that up, and he was saying that I believe Donald Trump was trying to pay for security, and they
But you
denied
said
it.
Nancy. You said Nancy. Okay, read it for me.
Oh, let me go to the actual page.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
was
know
up
how.
to Nancy to take it or not.
Huh?
It was up to Nancy, right? It was
Read
up.
no, read it for me because you said Nancy. Nancy did it.
She did.
Okay, read it. Read it.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it.
No, don't find it. Just read it, and we're gonna find it together. Just read it from the top.
I'm trying to find it so I don't have to talk so much because I'm losing my voice.
I got you.
But here's the article. You can go back and read it because.
Well, if I don't say Nancy did, there ain't no need for me to go back.
Okay, if that's how you feel. But I'm
Well,
not
that's what
here
you
to.
said, though.
No, I said if that's how you. What? See, that's
Oh,
the
okay.
thing. I'm saying to you, if that is how you feel, then you
Okay.
get
So, what
back
was the
and say
purpose of you
something else.
bringing ex-Capitol?
Because it was offered. It was offered.
And he could
So
go look
that's
it
the
up.
only reason why I brought it up. I didn't bring it up to say, "Oh, Nancy, this," but I'm letting you see it was offered and it was turned down. That's all I'm saying. It was turned down,
Like who?
although it was offered.
Like who?
I did not read the whole article because I'm not going to try to have my
Was it
voice.
by Trump?
Trump offered.
No, it don't say Trump offered.
I'm telling you, Trump offered to pay for what the
It
hell?
don't say that. That's not what it says.
Not in this article. I'm showing you that the offer was there and it was turned down 6 times.
By who? By Trump?
Jesus Christ.
Nancy Pelosi turned it down, and
Keller.
the Capitol Police offered
I'm just
it.
asking a question. I'm just asking a question.
I'm saying
Was
to
it turned
you,
down by Nancy or by Trump?
it was not turned down by Trump. He offered to pay.
Was it turned down by Nancy?
Yes.
That's what I need to see.
Okay.
Well, look up the articles and you'll find it. Look, I can't read
Oh,
it.
well, I thought you brought it up for me because it was.
I just pulled up because you said it wasn't offered, unless I misunderstood what you said. And I just pulled up that part to show you.
No,
that
I said that she requested it.
Oh, okay. I thought
I
you
said
said
she
that
requested it. You
I
said
thought you said that it was not requested or it wasn't offered. And I want to just pull it up and say, look, it says that it was offered.
and you told me that Nancy denied it. That's what you
She
told
was
me.
the one that was there.
So that's why I'll be looking to confirm like what you're saying. Like if that's what you're saying, then
Y'all
I'll
find
stand
the
corrected.
article and keep
I
searching.
correct myself like I did with the other lady, Mrs. We saying that Sarah?
April.
Amber. Amber. I'm sorry, Amber. I don't know what put it as Sarah from. But what I did with Amber, like I thought she was lying.
Well,
I really did, and I went back and shit. They did escort this motherfucker. Walked him right past a fucking group of police officers.
Let me tell you this, okay? What she's saying is she's showing you that because she thought anyway. So Trump offered it. This is what happened, and if I can find it, I will show it to you. Now the state capitol police tried to call her. She refused the calls. And then in the last minute,
They're trying to kill her, and she refused to.
Nancy refused. It was up to Nancy.
She said,
house. It was her decision, and she refused any additional National Guard.
and they trying to kill her ass.
Who's trying to kill her?
These people outside the Capitol building.
No, they weren't trying to kill her.
I don't have no idea.
Well, she said in her mind they was.
In her mind, they were.
In her mind they was. So if in her mind they trying to kill her, she's not going to ask for additional protection.
That's right. So there you go. She got caught. See, she didn't think it was going to turn out. They didn't think they were going to get caught up. get called out on this, but they have been called out. Why do you think she is not Speaker of the House now? Where is Nancy?
She just got
She's
kicked
out
out of
here in
office.
California. She's out here with because she
Went to a
is
funeral.
Dianne Feinstein.
Yeah.
They just kicked out. They just kicked out her office.
Yeah,
Yes.
because that was a side deal. She wasn't supposed to be even having that office after
That's
she
true.
got
That's true.
dismissed.
That's true.
And Kevin McCarthy,
I
McCarthy
think
got
McCarthy didn't give a fuck. So, but as soon as he left, that's when she got out.
he didn't leave. He got dismissed.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he got his ass kicked out of there.
Because he made a side deal with the Democrats to send more money
Hey,
to
you're gonna have to reach across the aisle. So that's how you get deals done. You gotta reach across the aisle.
No, but you don't hurt American people.
No, he it wasn't hurting the American people. He went against his people.
He sent our money more to he made a deal.
He went against his people.
More money.
Well, you got to reach across the aisle sometimes, man. That's good politics.
That's not for the people.
That's
What
good
he
politics.
did, he sent more money, a side deal. To
Hey, I
send
don't like the
more money.
motherfucker, so I don't care. I don't like the motherfucker anyway.
He made a deal to send a side deal to send more money to the Ukraine. Well, we got a crisis going on here, and we need that money right here. So he betrayed the people. He didn't put us first. He put Ukraine first, and that's why he got outed. Now let's see what Jim Jordan does.
A lot of that money that was
I
sent
think you got to look at the Ukraine like you treat these immigrants.
They're over in Ukraine. They're not here.
Hello.
It's still they still allies.
I understand,
so we have to help our allies.
No,
Keller.
that money is funneling the deep state.
Keller, there's no account. They don't know what that money is truly being used for. They have no idea where that money is truly going. Other countries that was helping Ukraine have backed out of helping Ukraine because Ukraine is not giving them a like if you're giving me money, I'm supposed to give you an up-to-date list of what I'm doing with that money. Ukraine won't do that. So the other countries that was helping them, they pulled out. They're like, no, all these different countries are helping you, and you're telling us you need more. But give us a list of what's going on so we can know where the money going. And they don't want to do it. So that's why Donald Trump said that is the most corrupt country ever. Because look, Biden's son was over there, so he feels some obligation.
Wait, Putin is the one that in war with him. Well, shit, Putin is the one committing genocide, cutting babies, and blowing up hospitals and shit like that. But they the most corrupt. That don't make sense. Putin
we could say that about Putin, but what I'm saying
I am saying that about Putin. I am saying that about Putin, and Putin is the fucking doing deals. And
Ukraine is a corrupt country. Let me tell you something.
They're not the one committing genocide.
But I'm trying to explain something to you.
Oh yes, they are.
Listen.
Are you serious?
When that war first broke out, there were videos all over YouTube, and they're probably still there. Ukraine loaded their trains, planes, buses, cars, boats, and took all their people and told the Africans, get to safety the best way you can. People were calling in from the cell phones of Ukrainian people that had a heart. And Putin said,
getting to safety for what reason? Okay, wait. Get to safety for what reason?
Putin said, if you can make it to the German border, I will send y'all back home. And he did. And those African people got back on the video and said, Putin sent us home because the people from Ukraine, they would not help us. They would not take us. They put their dogs and cats on the goddamn transportation and not black people.
So they need to seek safety for what reason?
The war has started.
From Putin ass who's shaking hands with Trump in the Oval Office.
You know what? You lost in the sauce.
Damn sure is.
You lost.
The same person. They need to seek safety. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wait.
You're
Hear me out.
You're wrong.
Okay, let me finish. So they
You
need to
wrong.
seek, are they seeking safety from Putin, who was
No.
shaking hands with Donald Trump in the Oval Office? Is this the person they seeking safety from? Am I wrong?
What
Am I
I'm
making
Together.
that
saying
up?
to you is the
Together.
war
Wait, am I
started.
making that up? Am
I'm
I making
talking
that
about
up?
the people. I'm talking about the people. Ukraine put dogs and cats and fish and shit on public transportation and got those animals to safety, but left the black African people to pass away. And Putin said, "Come to Germany, I will fly you home." And he got them people home to safety.
Man, I don't got nothing. I don't, are you sitting here talking, speaking to Putin as he a goddamn savior?
He's
Together.
not a savior, but at least he cared
He
enough
the
about the
problem.
humans
He
instead
the
of the damn
problem.
animals.
He's the
Together.
problem.
Okay.
Together.
He's the
Yes,
problem.
ma'am. Yes,
Together.
ma'am.
I'm gonna say this, and you tell me if you've heard this or not. Okay.
Okay.
So, Washington D.C., the swamp, uh, you know, District of Columbia
Dark
is
chocolate.
is the deep state. Are infiltrated America a long time ago, right? So Ukraine is part of the deep state. Ukraine is the most corrupt place on the planet, which Biden and all of them funnel money over there and they get money back. And Putin knows that Ukraine is corrupt as hell. And that's why he's bombing the shit out of them. Not the people of Ukraine, because the people that were being killed in Ukraine was done by, not by Putin, but the Nazis that have been there for years. And Biden and all them those biological labs and all that. That's why Putin went in there originally, was to shut down them labs because they had everything they needed to kill the world. Right? You know that, right?
Yeah, I get you.
Well, see, that's why I was trying to get
Did
him to
he
listen.
dropped off?
Well, I wanted him to listen. That's why I was telling you.
He's a good debater. I like him.
Oh yeah, he
He's
definitely
good.
is.
I love him. He's good.
He
He's
is.
amazing. I
I
love
just
messing with him because he come right back. I'll be like, this, damn it.
Yeah, but I don't want to go against him.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely
But
not going. We're just bumping. Debate brings that out.
yeah,
And
we just want to
I'm not saying he's wrong. I
no.
just don't agree. But that's just me. But he's bringing a lot of strong facts too.
Yeah, we just want understanding. We want people that don't know the whole truth to see the whole truth. But see, their truth isn't our truth. And that's where it's a problem, and only time is going to fix it. Only time is going to tell. And as we see every day, every single day, that if you're watching the courts and all of that kind of stuff, and
Uh,
your source is good, then
yeah.
you up to par. You up to par. You know what's going on.
Right.
God ultimately has it,
Yeah.
and all the problems of the past, we can't even acknowledge those right now because we got this right here on
Right.
our
Right.
front step, right in our faces,
Right.
and it's
You
in
know what?
everybody's face.
I do not mean to cut you off, but it's getting close to 3 hours, and I need some. I
Oh
got
my
some stuff I
God!
gotta do. Keller, if you're out there listening, bro, when you go live one day, I want to get on your page and I want to talk trash to you. I love it, man. I love it because he was toe to toe with us, and it was 2 against 1, and he was holding it.
He
He was
damn sure
holding it.
did.
He was holding it down.
He
So,
did that.
Keller, thank you so much for being up here. And look, he was against 2 cackling women.
Two very cackling women. I was picking on him part of the time, but
Right, and he was holding his own. He
yeah,
was holding his own. I'm telling you, see, if y'all men out there can't hold your own like Keller, don't get up on the panel.
don't do it. Don't do it. That was a good debate. I didn't want
Yeah,
to.
I love it. I love it. But he made a lot of sense. Like when he was telling me you can't send them all back. that made a lot of sense. I
That's
really
right.
get that.
And
Yeah,
one more
but
thing before I
and then
drop.
when he said if they get caught, they got to get permission. I think that if there's any politicians listening, they need to go on to talk to this man because Keller got some good ideas. But
Hey,
with
we
that
can
being said,
nominate him for Speaker of the House.
right? Do you got any last minute words you want of encouragement
Yeah,
to
I just
everybody?
anybody listening, says they heard his side and then they heard our side, and then hopefully they'll go do some deep diving, some research, and go down them rabbit holes because it's worth understanding, you know. And with that, I love you and I hope you have a good night.
Okay.
And I hope she wakes up and finds out that she still got a channel and she didn't get no strike.
Oh man, I hope not. But
Because
I
we
wanted to say thank you, Keller. I appreciate D Truth. I appreciate DJ Chuck. Thank you for everybody that was in the chat that even spoke up and was chatting with us. Keller, you are an amazing person, and I can't wait to get that fun facts about you. Everybody that joined us tonight, thank you so very much. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting Miss April. I really appreciate you guys so very much. And you guys keep your ears close to the internet because Miss April is going to be discussing her bout with surviving cancer 2 times. I can listen to her talk about that a million times because that is absolutely something that we all need to hear. But with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. And you guys have an amazing evening. Bye.